event here. We got Curtis Blaydes plus 110 versus Tom Aspinall minus 130. Kind of one of those fights, and I'll just start off here. I'm just going to read the quote from Tom Aspinall because I think, I mean, obviously he's hyping himself up, but I think there's some truth in this. He said, "No one's got any idea, Curtis or anyone else in the heavyweight division doesn't know what I bring to the table because I've not shown it yet. I've shown 10% of my game because my octagon time is so short. No one has really seen what I can really do." And I agree with him. No one has really seen you against a guy like Curtis Blaydes, who is probably going to push you. Now, Tom Aspinall is making it sound like he has a lot to show and that he thinks, he's going to get the W, as he should. But the point being here, we're dealing with a fight where we know what we're getting with Curtis Blaydes, but we only kind of know what we're getting with Tom Aspinall, and it's kind of hard to envision how these two match up. We know Tom Aspinall is good on the ground, but we know Curtis Blaydes is the best wrestler in the division. We know Tom Aspinall is fast on the feet, but we know that Curtis Blaydes has improved his striking considerably in the past couple of years. So it's really an interesting main event in the sense that when they step in there, we're going to, have to figure out who's going to be better where and how much of a difference it's going to be, how close of a fight it's going to be. Tom Aspinall minus 130, Curtis Blaydes plus 110. Kind of makes sense just because what we've seen from Tom Aspinall has been absolutely phenomenal so far. I do think Curtis Blaydes has underrated striking, very strong jab that he fights behind, which helps him set up those power shots, and obviously his wrestling ability. He's a big dude. When he gets on top of you, it's a problem. I was kind of shocked at how big Tom Aspinall looked when they
Yeah.
were staring each other down. I mean, they looked basically equal size, and I know Tom Aspinall is going to have that speed advantage. So I'm not sure how this one's going to go, Heath, but I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Tom Aspinall looked fucking bigger. Like he looked a decent amount bigger and thicker than Curtis Blaydes when they lined up when they sized up, which was honestly very surprising. But either way, yeah, we like you said, Tom Aspinall, he's a favorite really just because we haven't seen how he could lose really. Like we have no reason to believe that he's gonna lose. But personally, Curtis Blaydes at plus 110. I would much rather bet in the experience. I would much rather bet in the guy with the higher um, pedigree of competition that he's gone against, just because we know how far he can go and we know where he is. Like Tom Aspinall, I mean, this is my boy. I love Tom Aspinall, but we've hardly seen him out of the first round, and he's one of these big guys that's super explosive. I mean, that's the type of guy to slow down if anyone is going to, and you really can't slow down against Curtis Blaydes because he's just gonna wrestle fuck you for 25 minutes. So you really can't have that happening. But we did saw Aspinall have some really good takedown offense in his last fight against Volkov. Just really good timing more than anything. Just the MMA knowledge seems really smart.
Yeah.
He's one of these new breed of heavyweights where he's quick and technical, and he's been training MMA from the start. He's good everywhere, but I think the one thing that's really setting Tom Aspinall apart from these other new breed of heavyweights like Chris Dawkins and whoever else is just because he has that quickness and that technical ability, but he's also just fucking huge. Like he's looking bigger than Curtis Blaydes. And I mean, if you want to wrestle a guy that's bigger than you better be a lot better than them at wrestling. So I don't know.
I'm
Tom
interested to
Aspinall
see
minus
what they
130,
what
Curtis
they
Blaydes
weigh in at.
110. If I'm throwing anything on this fight, it's Curtis Blaydes as the dog. But like, good luck betting props on this fight. We haven't seen Tom Aspinall out of the first round, but
Yeah.
Curtis Blaydes also does seem to have been improving his striking greatly. I mean, he just KO'd a guy in Chris Dawkins, who was supposed to be the better striker in their matchup, and he's definitely a lot quicker. But I feel like Curtis Blaydes is He might have that kind of touch of death power. I mean, I wouldn't say touch of death yet, but like he does seem to have some freakish power. So on the feet, Tom Aspinall, he's super quick. He's got a nasty step in 1-2. He's got good head movement. He's got good low kicks. Curtis Razor Blades. His boxing is looking a lot better. His power is something you have to watch out for. But Curtis Blades, he's gonna have to wrestle in this fight if he wants to win, probably. So I don't know. It's a good fight. It's a good fucking fight. We'll see what happens. If Aspinall wins, it's to the top. Like send him to the top. Like this is a guy in Curtis Razor Blades who has only lost to fucking Francis Ngannou and where in 2 fights where he got knocked out, in fights where he wasn't doing that bad, and his only other loss is a KO to Derek Lewis in a fight where he was winning and he just kind of got caught. So this is definitely tough. But if I'm placing money on this fight, it's definitely on Curtis Blades.
Yeah, well, that being said, given how
Can't
many
hear
big
you.
favorites there are, huh? Can you hear me?
You're coming back a little bit.
Let me know when.
Is it me?
I can hear you.
You're coming back now.
All right.
It's still like glitchy though. I don't know why.
Am I back?
Yeah, kind of. Let's just wrap this shit up.
Yeah. Guys, like we said, lots of kind of lopsided odds on this card. So, I mean, I think if we're going to go head to head on a fight, it has to be this main event. Obviously, Tom Aspinall trains with your boy Darren Till. Me and Curtis Blades. We rolled deep in the trenches together. So
Yeah, it makes
uh,
sense. It makes sense.
yeah, and I mean I'm 3 cases max here.
Yeah.
I'm already at a deficit. I don't know what's gonna happen in this fight. I'll take my boy Blades 3 cases. Or
Yeah.
are you down? Are you
Give
down
me
for
my
that?
boy. Give me my boy Tommy Aspinall. I'll take that all day.
All right. All right.
Even
So
though
we'll
I
lock
feel
that in, guys.
even though I feel like he might gas in this fight.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like him and Cyril Gahn are like the future of heavyweight. You know, it's just a matter of like, are you ready for Curtis Blades right here, right now, sort of thing.
Yeah, I just feel like he's way too big and he's way too explosive to not get tired. You know what I mean? Because we haven't
Yeah,
seen him. We haven't really seen him past round one that much.
yeah.
So
That's a good point. I'm really interested to see what they weigh in at.
yeah. I honestly forgot how much Tom Aspinall just absolutely demolished Volkov. Like he beat him everywhere.
No, that was really impressive. That's probably a big reason he's leaving.